What's up, everybody? I'm gonna do this little video here because I've been working on getting a shirt ready for tie-dyeing, doing some hand drawing stuff on it, and I have come across some issues and things that I've had to figure out. Little tips on, you know, the freaking markers getting real fuzzy and shit. Sometimes they can become a problem, but we figured things out. So I'm gonna share some of these little things that I've figured out because I'm still waiting on doing more tie dyes, and I need more content. So we're gonna do this now. I'm gonna edit this part out, probably, maybe not. Now this is what I've finished. Boom! Look at that. I'll show pictures of it because it'll probably show up better, but just a hand-drawn mushroom design that I plan on doing on a tie-dye shirt. And it was a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. I'm a lot more used to drawing with pencil and paper. Drawing on paper is a lot easier than messing with a freaking fabric shirt. It's a different material. It feels different, under the fingers, and also you have the problem with it bunching up. And that got really fucking annoying really fucking quick. So I figured this out. And I know they probably have, I know they actually have things like it's a cardboard cutout thing that's shaped like a fucking shirt that you put the shirt on. And well, I don't fucking have one of those. But what I do have is some fucking drink things. Look at this. You just cut this bitch off. Just cut this bitch off. Stick it up in whatever area you're wanting to work in, right? Say I'm wanting to work in this area right here. We pull it tight, make it real nice and tight. And then if you're a crafter like I am, you have these in abundance. These little clippies, these little clippy doos. These things are fucking everywhere. So we just, I would clamp a section down, get it nice and tight. That way you have a nice surface to work on. And this also, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that this would bleed through on fabric. It bleeds through really bad on a paper towel. So, I mean, you can see, nothing on that spot. We'll put a little dot there, and it bleeds all the way through. So I'm pretty sure if you would just lay this down, if I were to take the shirt and just lay it down like this, it would probably bleed all the way through. So it's good to have something in between that work surface anyway. I would draw in pencil on in a sketch pad, draw in pencil and then go back over it with Sharpie. And I quickly learned when I was younger, you have to have something in between those layers, or the page behind will bleed through. Or if you're going real dark, sometimes it'll bleed through 2 or 3 pages, and you're just ruining different pages that you could be drawing on. So I would get where I would start using a backing. So it's something I'm used to doing anyway from all my other art forms. But it worked out pretty good. Just a piece of fucking cardboard. I mean, you could use a thicker piece if you want. If I could empty case of drinks, it's just really simple just to fucking cut that out. You want it to be a nice clean edge, because whenever you clamp it on there, you want a nice clean edge. Maybe that's just me. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're not as OCD as I am. Shit, I use this thing whenever I'm doing tie-dyes, and I'll get it, get it into wherever I'm trying to get a crease and clamp it. That way I have something to try to keep everything nice and neat. But when you're doing all this crazy fancy shit, you want it to be correct anyway. Completely spaced on talking about the markers. They get fuzzy. Tips of the markers, they start getting real fuzzy sometimes because you're drawing on fabric. It's picking up the little hairs, the little fibers and stuff. So I don't know if it'll pick up here or not. Can you guys let it zoom? If I do the hand thing, if I do the hand trick, will it work? No. Oh, okay. Well, the tip will get fuzzy sometimes, and you want to take your little paper towel. That's why this one has a bunch of marks all over it. I'm not just drawing on this thing for fun. But if you just take and kind of roll it, that'll kind of clean. It will bleed through on your finger, but fuck it. If you're an artist, painter, all that shit, you're afraid to get shit on your hands, wear fucking gloves. But sometimes that'll still leave the little tiny hairs. The little tiny hairs will be hanging on to the little tip of the marker. The reason why that's a problem is if you're trying to pull a clean line and you got one of those little hairs just sticking out on the fucking tip of the marker whenever you're trying to draw, that will actually make a fucking line. It'll make marks where you don't want marks to be. So take you a pair of tweezers. I have these from when I was doing the rebuilding side of vaping before all these disposable things came out and started being really kick-ass and actually worth using. But you just take and you want to like clean your tip. You want to clean your tip. It's very important to clean your tip. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Actually, I do know why I'm saying it like that. A little smoke rings in the air for everybody. No, but seriously, if the tip of the marker starts getting all funky, it will fuck your shit up. It will totally screw what you're trying to do up. So that's how you keep it clean. I've thought about going as far. I don't have one on hand with me because I've been working with this, and it's not one of the things I need for this craft. Is I don't have a blade with me somewhere over here, like a real sharp little X-Acto knife. You could use that, I guess, to like trim, but I've had no problem just pulling the little hairs off my marker tip with tweezers. So that is how you keep your markers from being stupid. I think it's going to end up looking pretty sweet. I'm going to show you guys some pictures throughout the process. Like, I'm using a yellow marker. It seems to be a really good idea. I'm going with, like, you know, the way that I used to draw things a lot of the times. I would, like, lightly sketch things out in pencil and then go back over it in Sharpie. I'm using that same method just on a t-shirt with washable markers. And you probably want to use a lighter color. That's just probably for preference, especially if you're doing what I'm doing. You want to like kind of like sketch out what you're doing and then go over with the actual like fabric markers. This one, I'm a little bit afraid. I'm a little bit afraid to use this tip. It's a little bit scary. I used it on my signature, which I am not going to show in the pictures because, you know, you guys don't need to know my full government name. That ain't something you guys need to know. But I think it's probably best to use light colors. I've been seeing guys when they're doing some of the different like crazy twist tie-dyes, they'll use a blue, like a dark blue or a dark red or something, but they're just doing like marks and just like lines and stuff like that. They're not full on sketching out things. I think if you use a dark color, you might have a problem with it. So I would stay with a lighter color. It might be a little bit harder to use or to see whenever you're doing all of this, but that's why I got the ring light. It's a lot of fun. Peace out. You guys have a wonderful day, and see you guys on some more of these little videos coming up.